allow me to diagnose the problem and identify the four fundamental root causes of church hurt. Number one, we are still imperfect people. We are still imperfect people. Even the most saintly among us is still a work in progress. Yan lamang ay isang katotohanan na lahat tayo ay nasa daan ng kasakdalan. Lahat tayo ay patungo dito sa tinatawag nating layunin ng ating pananampalataya, ang kasakdalan ng ating mga pagkatao. But let's also admit it that the way to maturity is not paved smoothly. There are some hurdles. There are things here and there that could stumble us and that could actually make us feel and think less than what we ought to. The second reason why we somehow engage in church hurt is this: we are unknowingly afraid. We are afraid. Tayo ay takot. Bagamat hindi natin nasasabi na tayo ay takot, pero lumilitaw na ito ang pangalawang pangunahing dahilan kung bakit tayo ay nagkakaroon ng awayan, nagkakaroon ng hidwaan, at nakikita natin ang ating sarili na nawawala ang ating pag-ibig sa bawat isa, at tayo ay nagmimistulang parang halimaw, parang ibang tao sa ating mga kapatid. Fear is one of those reasons. Kaya ang sabi ni Pablo, bakit hindi ka na lang magpatalo? Basahin nga natin yan sa wikang Tagalog, yung unang Korinto, Kapitulo 6, sa talatang 7. Ganito ang sabi ni Pablo, bakit hindi bagkus ninyong tiisin ang mga kalikuan? Wow! That is one, I would say, a bitter pill to swallow. Tiisin ang kalikuan? Bakit hindi bagkus kayo'y padaya? Paul isn't saying na madali. It's hard. I'm telling you right now, it's hard to be taken advantage. It's hard not to be heard, not to be given justice, because we demand always to preserve ourselves, don't we? But for the sake of the greater good, alang-alang sa kapayapaan ng iglesia, ng kalipunan, ang sabi ni Pablo, sige, patalo na kayo, padaig na kayo. Are you afraid to give up what you think is yours, and you demand absolute justice, protection? Well, there's nothing wrong with justice, but justice must be tempered with mercy. And at the end of the day, it is mercy that triumphs over judgment. Number 3, we are patently hypocritical. Ito yung isa pang masakit na statement. We are patently hypocritical. This is part of our being flawed, and we are still in the process of being perfected. Oftentimes, we think that our level of spirituality offers us a license to condemn and antagonize and to put down others, especially those who are less spiritual, na para tayong ang tinatawag dyan ay holier than thou, mga holier than thou attitude. The English word is pharisaical, from the word pharisee. Again, there is a place for tough love. There is a place for brotherly correction, but there is no place for pharisaical attitude in the church. We must be humble enough, and our spirituality doesn't give us a pedestal over others. Our being godly doesn't give us authority and license to put down others. In fact, the size, or the measure, I should say, of godliness is how much you are caring for those who are weak, especially for those who have been caught in sin. Another painful statement: we are admittedly carnal. Carnality is the driving force to engage other believers, to hurt, to antagonize each other. Again, ang unang iglesia sa Corinto, sila'y tunay, pero sila ay mga makasanglibutan. Sila'y makalaman. Na kapag tayo ay lumakad na sa laman, ibig sabihin, mabuhay tayo ng ayon sa ating lumang pagkatao. Sundin natin yung makalaman, makatao, makasanglibutan, makamundo na kaparaanan. Ano ang mangyayari? Magkakaroon ng yung sinasabi nga nila ngayon na toxic environment. Magkakaroon ng awayan, strife, kaguluhan. Magkakaroon ng inggitan, patutsadahan, at iba pang mga gawi na nagdadala ng pagkakahati-hati sa katawan ng ating Panginoong Hesus. Walang iba kundi ang iglesia. At ang nangunguna dyan ay ang mga nasa laman, yung lumalakad sa laman. Alam nyo, mga minamahal ko mga kapatid, as your apostle right now, my most fervent prayer and my utmost desire is for the church to be more perfect in our fellowship and to be more complete in our love for each other, and to strive for the peace in God's church. Yan ang itinuturo ng Panginoong Hesus sa atin. Yan ang ipinamuhay ng ating mga apostol noon at ngayon. Ito ang ating dapat sundin. In the church, we are meant to be healed. We are meant to be valued, cared, and respected. Yeah. Ganun talaga ang hinahanap ng Panginoon. Maggalangan. Igalang mo yung tagapanguna mo. Igalang mo ang pagkatawag sa Kanya. At kung ikaw ay isang tagapanguna, mahalin ang mga tupa. Mahalin ang iglesia. To provide for them. To see to it that their needs are well cared for. And for the members themselves, let us love one another.